Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Allen gonna fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen, Harris gets around him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the back. And now off to the races down the right side. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And I'm future for these guys to break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Cook will take it in. Touchdown Bears.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Nagar now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Damian Harris of the Bills headed back out. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
7 yards there and a first down. The starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive.
Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sliding out of the pocket. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's still on his feet. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Nagar now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 21-0 our score after one. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Allen off the play fake. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Still, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And they can't bring him down. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
and swat that one away.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. There he goes, left side. He juked him. There's a nice move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Nagar now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Nagar now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Allen. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl.
Fighting front. He's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 93 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen now on first down. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Davis fighting. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can score.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's to the 15. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to claw one back. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Nifty move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The fourth and final quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Steps away to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
7 yards there and a first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down. Harris running straight ahead. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. A little juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Nagar now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. On first down, Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On third and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.